Hey folks, thanks for joining me here on KY4.com. Hopefully you're set up for a nice weekend. It looks like the early hours of Saturday, though, will be pretty wet across central and eastern Kentucky. Cold front's going to be moving across the state, a little mid-level area of low pressure developing along that, so we could actually end up with some pretty decent rainfall totals during the early part of Saturday in the 1, 2, maybe even up to 3-inch locally. In a few spots around the area. So there's a good bit of moisture with this system as it moves through. That's the downside. The good news is the bulk of the weekend we should be in pretty good shape. I think once we hit Saturday afternoon, the rain will begin to taper off from west to east. Obviously, it's going to linger in the eastern mountains a little bit longer, but high pressure is going to be building in. One thing I think you'll immediately notice, temperatures will be cooler, especially later on Saturday, and once we hit Sunday, highs are only going to be into the low 70s through the weekend. Sunday, Monday morning, as we get the drier air in, we will get those cooler, crisp mornings back, just like what we had earlier in the week, but it's getting there. It will be a little bit on the interesting side, but for the official start of fall, which will be late on Sunday afternoon, it is going to be pretty nice. I think the comfortable and fairly dry weather will last much of next week, but I guess the timing's pretty good overall because it's been awfully dry so far in the month of September across much of the area, so we'll see a good soaking rain, it appears, during the early part of Saturday, and then we'll be able to finish up with a pretty nice weekend, I think, once we hit the afternoon hours running west to east across the Commonwealth. So overall, for anything you may be doing outdoors, of course, the fall festival's really beginning to kick up here as we get into the latter part of September. I think we'll be in good shape for those. And then again, though, the nice weather will carry over into next week. We are going to slowly begin to warm things back up by the end of next week, maybe into the lower 80s. So even pretty warm here deep in September, but in the short term, do enjoy the drier and cooler air eventually once we do get past that rain during the early part of Saturday morning. So whatever you may be doing out there this weekend, of course, enjoy it, be safe, and as always, thanks for joining me here on KY4.com.